again. You are listening to my podcast, Just One Question. This is your host, Neelakshi Sengupta. We have with us once again the very popular actor, director and theatre producer, Rajit Kapoor. Hi Rajit. Today my question is more theatre-centric, particularly about the English language theatre in India and all the writing that is coming up in English plays today. Want to tell us about it?
I don't know, but English theatre will never become English theatre. The fact that it's now Indian English theatre, so it will continue in that direction.
Can you tell us a little more about what you really mean by that?
The writer writes about what he's thinking about, so that youngster today will write what's on his or her mind, and therefore that automatically becomes reflected. If that is then shown to an audience perceived it with the relation to what is happening today, so it has to be related to today.
Okay, yes, of course. The time and happenings in society always gets reflected in art. And theatre is the most vocal form of art we got.
I think it depends on the reference to context. So, for example, we have a show called One on One, which is put together, strung together with monologues which are talking about contemporary times in India. So in something like that, you can take the liberty of changing certain references to update them. But if I were to do a classic like Glass Menagerie, there's no question of changing it. If I'm doing something like a Nakash, which is a story set where it is set and the language and texture is so precise, there's no question of changing it.
Ah, well, of course. That's why they are termed as classics, I think. And today's style of writing is rather different, isn't it? A reflection of the world we live in now?
Yes, it's a catch-22. It's one depends on the other. It reflects the times and vice versa. If it's written by someone today, if it's written by someone in the past, yes, it still reaches out like a love letters, because it's just dealing with basic human emotions. It's a love story about two people. And it could be anywhere, and it could be for anyone and by anyone.
And of course, the new generation has their own lingo and their own style of presentation as well.
The next generation and the youngsters who will write stories that they are familiar with, will write stories, and the dialogues and the language will be the language that they speak. It may become highly technical because of the lingos. It may be more abbreviated tomorrow. I don't know, with the kind of abbreviations that we're suddenly thrown at today. But it will find its own voice maybe in a different way. I don't know.
But tell me, in such a diverse country like India, is there really a scope for theatre in English language? Do people accept it outside the main metros?
It takes a while, I think. And I can give you the example of a play that we do called Love Letters, which I perform with Shanaz Patel. We've been doing the show for 27 years. And about 15 years ago, when we took the show to Ludhiana, I think it went way above half the audience. And one gentleman came and said, it was nice, but there was no song in it. At the same time, just recently we took the show to Indore, and they were not sure how an English show would be accepted there, but they wanted to take a chance.
Okay.
And surprisingly, they absorbed it and understood the dynamics of what was happening all in English. And now those are chances you have to take, but I think you have to also allow the audiences to give everything a chance. It's not fair also to be say that no, this audience will not understand or this audience will not accept it.
Interesting.
If you give them something that makes them feel something or energizes them or somehow sends a spark through their system, you will be able to acknowledge and absorb that. So I think you can't take your audiences for granted.
Yes, you can never tell what the audience might like and when. And when the performances outshine the language, then it's bound to be appreciated. Thanks so much for sharing, Rajit. It's been a pleasure chatting with you, as always.
Thank you.
And once again, it's time for me to take your leave, my dear listeners, with the promise to be back for more. Keep writing in. I do wait for your feedback, Catch you soon.